So this is what we're making, a domed, hammered cuff bracelet. For this project, you're going to need an embossing hammer, which just has a polished round end, a planishing hammer, which has a polished flat side, a round stake, which normally in a jewelry shop is steel polished, but this is a tow ball from a car, nice and polished. This cost me $5 at a swap mart. Just if you use one of these, make sure that the top is completely rounded and it doesn't have a flat spot on it. And our depression in the end grain of a stump. This is just a 4B6 that I've hammered a depression in the end. Our material that we're using is 20 mil wide, 150 mil long, 1 millimeter thick. Now when you order your metal from a supplier, you can order it hard, half hard, or dead soft. For this, half hard or dead soft, because when we work it with the hammers, it'll work harden it and make it tough, and you won't have to anneal it. If it's silver and you have to anneal it, you'll get fire scale that you have to polish out. If you order it soft or half hard, you can make your piece of jewelry, polish it, no fire scale. Bob's your uncle. Your metal normally comes 150 mil long, and then you just tell your supplier what width you want. Cut the ends round, file, and sand to tidy it up. Now I'm using brass for this demo, and I'm just holding this block between my legs. I'll zoom in and show you. So you're going to place your metal over the depression in your block, and you're just going to hammer a line right down the middle. And you can see that that is starting to curve that this way and this way already. That's all you need. That's your beginning. Now, take your metal, squeeze it tightly around your ball, and what you're going to do is take your planishing hammer, and you're just going to use the flat side of the hammer, and you're going to go from one side across to the other, then back across. So you want all of your hammer marks overlapping. Keep your metal in the center of the ball. If you let it slip down to one side, you won't have any curve here, and you'll have a massive curve on the bottom. So just keep it squeezed tightly together. Go all the way to the end. When you get to the end, you'll have to turn loose, but that's okay. And at the end, you're just going to do that. So you should have tiny hammer marks over the whole thing, and it will be shaped basically in a circle. Normally this would be held in a vise, but for this demo I just showed like this. You can work it this way if you want. You just have to hold the ball down here and use your fingers up here to hold it. A little bit awkward. You can use a ball peen for this. Just polish, sand, and then polish the face. So you don't actually have to buy a jeweler's hammer for this. Here's our bracelet, finished, ready to polish, except that it's round, and if you want it oval, what you have to do is stretch it out like that. Take a round dapping punch or the end of your ball peen hammer, and you're going to just push the end of this bracelet around that until you get the curve you want. So just adjust with your fingers, push, pull, polish it. As you're making this, be sure when you hit the metal that your hammer is always flat against the metal. If you hit it with the edge, you'll make a deep mark that you can't get out. If you want a completely smooth finish, you have to file this back, sand it with your sanding stick, and then polish it. If you like the hammered finish, which I do, if your hammer is polished and your metal is polished in the beginning, which it will be, coming from your supplier, it'll be nice and shiny, you'll have a piece that you don't actually have to polish, because each time you hit this with a hammer, it'll have a polished mark.